Hello and welcome to Professor Herman Manyora's channel. It's a Tuesday. I'm here with Professor Herman Manyora. Professor, how are you?
I'm okay.
Today we're talking about NASA. Raila's ODM left NASA and now it is so far gone that it can't recover from to where it was. Would you say that it is time for a new coalition? One Kenya is what we will see in 2022?
The pieces are just falling in place. I knew there was a deliberate attempt, successful I must say, to kill Jubilee. That has happened. Then NASA disappears. Then something new comes out of it.
And that is One Kenya Alliance.
No. One Kenya Alliance will just disappear again.
And then we'll see something else.
Yes.
Okay, today's conversation, we want us to talk about the ballot for 2022. So many names want to be president, and Musalia Mudavadi says he will not play second fiddle. Kalonzo Musyoka says, Raila, come and be my running mate. Are we going to see these names on 2022?
You know, I have said this time without number, to use a cliche, that when the chips are down, Raila Odinga will be the presidential flag bearer for the handshake team, which will include Gideon Moi, Musalia Mudavadi, Wetangula, Joho, Paranya, Kalonzo, all of them.
All of them.
Yes, with Uhuru's backing.
Now, I want us to just look at this possibility, Prof, because you've said that they will merge. What if they don't? Musalia seems to be tired. He says Raila has betrayed him severally. Kalonzo saying the same. Let us look at the possibility of Musalia running for president.
Musalia is a good man. I've said if he became president, I would be happy because he could make me something big. I could even just have bragging rights because he comes from my place. But the truth is, if you are facing William Ruto in 2022, it can only be Raila.
He's the only one that can beat Ruto. But my question is, what if Kalonzo, what if Musalia runs? What are the possibilities?
If they run if Kalonzo were to be backed by Raila and the rest, he stands a chance, but not a very good chance. Same with Mudavadi. If Raila says, okay, I'm not running, let us support one of you, and they agree on which one, and they all remain in NASA or whatever they call it, Jubilee, whatever they will call it, with the full support of Raila, that person could have a fighting chance. But still, there are too many risks.
Now, Professor, I'm looking at these names, the names that will be on the ballot. Most people are saying that they will vie, but they will not. Let's look at BBI being put into play. Who would you see being the Prime Minister? Who would you see being the Vice President under Raila's name?
You know, when BBI is on the cards, somebody from the mountain must occupy number 2 position.
Number 2?
Yes.
Not number 3?
Raila becomes number 1. Somebody from the mountain, Muturi, PK, any of these people, Jimmy Wanjigi, James Mwan, any one of them, Kavogo, whatever it is.
So the Raila can't deny the chance to the people.
Uhuru will have to get some sort of insurance by having a deputy there.
So are you saying this is going to be a bad game for Kalonzo and Musalia because if they can't get number 2?
But if they find it's very difficult, then Kalonzo can deputize Raila with somebody from the mountain going for prime minister. And that's how people like Muhoho can now come in. Yes.
Muhoho Kenyatta?
Yes. This is politics, my friend. Yeah.
The son or the brother of Uhuru?
Yes, the brother.
I was quite confused. I thought you were speaking of the son.
No, the brother.
The brother.
He can run for Gatundu South and become prime minister. What's wrong with that? It's possible. This is politics.
So let's look at these NASA people.
In that case, they can leave Kalonzo, be deputy prime minister, Mudavadi something else, and Joho and Opranya other things.
My thoughts are, I know for most people out there thinking, are you saying that Musalia and Kalonzo, including even Wetangula, cannot have the power that they want as of now because there's someone from Mount Kenya who will just get it easy just because they're from Mount Kenya?
It will be very difficult for them. The second most powerful position, however you conceive it, however it is structured, will come from the mountain.
And that's how things are.
But remember, this game is geared towards making Gideon the president at some point. So it will be played in such a way that after Raila or thereabouts, Gideon Moi will take over. This I've said repeatedly. So it will come to pass.
So Gideon can become the VP?
He can be, if they fear this dynasty thing, because they may fear If Gideon were to deputize Raila, people say, watu wanatubeba
Dynasty.
ufala. So for that reason, they may be strategic enough not to give him running mate position. Deputy Prime Minister there in the shadows. But in the fullness of time,
The goal is...
cards will be moved in such a way. 2027, pop, Gideon Moi.
There are these other names that we don't talk about. Mukisa Kitui, Alfred Mutua went through counties to campaign. Even Kivuda Kibwana started by saying that he wants to become the president. Where do you see these names?
These are good people. People like Alfred Mutua, hardworking, Kisa good, intelligent. But this is not their league. This is a Premier League. They can't play in Premier League.
So for them, they might become deputies to the Prime Minister.
Even smaller things down there. Minister, and small little things down there.
Now,
this is big time politics for big boys.
I know you know Moses Wetangula.
Yes.
He has been speaking for quite some time,
Yes,
and
yes.
people are asking where will he be post 2022?
I think Wetangula is in between. He will offer the least resistance when Okoa Kenya is being demolished. Not Okoa.
One Kenya.
One Kenya. Oka, whatever it's called.
Yeah.
When it's being demolished, he will offer the least resistance. Gideon is already the other side. Wetangula will follow him. But for now, I think Wetangula is looking at Ruto. Huh? Is it a viable thing? If Mudavadi is not moving to Ruto, Wetangula might want to move there. But one sitting with Uhuru Kenyatta, Kusha, I've told you, none of these people, Uhuru will just sit them down and 30 minutes, game over.
30 minutes.
Oh,
they've
it's too long.
They've already agreed.
Before they finish a cup of tea.
Now, do you think Kalonzo's beef with Raila? Kalonzo says he wants to become president. The Kamba Nation is behind him saying it's time for him to become... Won't it be a mistake for him to give Raila another chance yet
What
again?
mistake? Raila never became president. In fact, all the more reason why you should support him. Let me tell you, and I want to say this perhaps for the last time, in the interest of Kalonzo Musyoka and Musalia Mudavadi, if you are not with Raila and the handshake, you will not only lose and lose badly, but you will disappear from the political map of this country forever.
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 Now, my thoughts are if Kalonzo, Musalia go together with Raila,
Yes.
after Raila's, let's say he wins presidency,
Yes.
do you think these people will have a future? Because they will still gamble for the seat of Raila together.
It is not necessarily that you become president. This is a tag team fighting together. If you are part of that arrangement, if BBI goes through, as I think it will, and you are in the top 5, top 6, top 7, you are part of government, that may be good enough for you. Because you may never get the presidency. Presidency is for one person.
Oh.
After Raila, maybe there will be Kalonzo or Mudavadi. Where are the rest? Maybe there will be Gideon, but the rest must be contended with other things.
Would you say that you can see a Kalonzo presidency post Raila?
It's possible. It's possible, but it's a little of the imagination rather.
Why that?
Because you see, it's not enough to be backed by Raila. You get it?
Yeah.
You must bring something to the table. Kalonzo has refused. There is something inside the Kalonzo that is bolted, is locked inside. He has refused to let it come out. I have always asked, where is the really Kalonzo? If the really Kalonzo Musyoka stood out, came out, people will be surprised. There's a man inside there, but he's bolted, he's locked inside.
Is that why people call him watermelon?
He has refused to come out. He's too cautious. You know, they grew up under Moi with Mudavadi, trying to look like good boys, because Moi will finally support them. So that good boy thing, not wanting to offend anybody, playing it too safe, is they are undoing now.
I would want to wonder, will Gideon become president before the two of them?
It is possible. This thing is for Gideon. It's a question of when. For the rest, they can even become president. Raila could be president. Kalonzo could follow him. But the really heir to the throne is one Gideon Kipsiele Moi. Just as Kibaki was a caretaker president. Kibaki was never the president of this country.
What do
He
you
was
mean?
sitting in for Uhuru Kenyatta. I don't know why Kenyans can't see these things.
So you're saying that when Kibaki became
He
president,
was sitting in for Uhuru Kenyatta.
it was
Kenyatta was being processed.
making way?
Yeah, being processed to become president. And sure enough, he became president. When I said this in 2002, people thought I was joking. But Uhuru became president. And I'm saying here, now,
The next president will be the
Gideon Moi
caretaker.
is being processed for the president, and he will become president.
Okay, NASA coalition.
And that's why it is very important to deny Ruto the presidency. You see,
he'll mess up.
that's why there are many reasons why Uhuru may not want Ruto to be president. Top on the list is, if Ruto is a Kalenjin, it's going to be very difficult
Good.
for Gideon to get it after Ruto. And it will be too long. You can't give Ruto for 5 years or so. Ruto will go for 10 years.
Let me just ask you though, where do you come up with this? Are these just theories or are these things that are planned?
I have an eye. God has given me the power to see things. And I'm seeing them. And I'm telling you, you are young. Wait, Gideon Moyo will be the president of this country.
You know, someone tweeted and said that you might be misleading me when it comes to this
No, I'm
conversation.
misleading
I
you.
should
No,
be
no,
careful
no.
with you.
Yeah.
Okay, Ruto vies for presidency next year. Raila also vies for presidency. You said it's a two-horse kind of situation.
Yes.
Who would you want to see Ruto deputizing Ruto so that he can get the numbers?
You know, for Ruto, it is tricky also.
Anyone from NASA?
Mudavadi would do it. Mudavadi looks like he has headed there. He's the most attractive to Ruto outside Mount Kenya. There's nobody else Ruto can get outside Mount Kenya. Because Kalonzo is... Maybe Kalonzo, but Mudavadi looks more like it.
Okay.
Although I would not advise him to do so. Because
You know, my question has always been, after the next president, after 2022,
Yes.
where will these guys be? If Musalia deputizes Ruto, will it be an easy game for him to become president afterwards?
After Ruto.
Yeah.
Let me tell you one thing. After 2022, this game will change. It will change. Young people are on the scene. There are new dynamics. There is a generational change. Anybody who doesn't enter politics in 2022, those people who have been around, if they don't make it in 2020, they will go forever. The game is changing. And now, even if you deputize Ruto, you think in
27.
2032,
32.
the game will be the same? The game will be so different. The game will be so different.
New players.
New players, young blood, new thinking, new world. The world in 10 years from now, the world will have changed in a way. Even people like us or Mudavadi will get lost in Nairobi. They can't even walk in Nairobi. So literally, and even
Is it time for them to play their cards out for
hii ni mwisho
2022?
2022. That's what I'm saying. Hata kama hutakuwa president, onja kidogo ndani ya handshake Raila akiwa president. Ingia hapo ndani. Manake hata omena ni samaki. Na matumbo ni nyama.
Okay, finally, what's your advice for the NASA guys? It's split, looking for new coalitions, new alliances for 2022.
There
Advice
is no
to them
advice
as we
to give
wind up.
Mudavadi, Kalonzo, and the rest of these people. Just mfanye kazi na huyu mzee. Anaitwa Raila baba.
Yeah.
Mchukue hii kitu. Mkishachukua hii kitu, muta enjoy utamu wa serikali. Who knows, in 2027, 2032, mutajipanga panga hapo. You'll be holding power. You'll be part of the game. Play it any other way, you'll disappear from the political map of Kenya forever.
Okay, thank you so much, Professor. The future of NASA, there it is. In case you're wondering where the alliances will be for Moses Wetangula, Kalonzo Musyoka, Musalia Mudavadi, Gideon Moi, and the rest of them, now I think you do know that the future is with Raila, and that is from Professor. Until we have this conversation again, subscribe, like, share, click the notification bell, and make sure you have joined to become a member of this channel. Thank you.